Okay, so I'm here with Aaron and Matt of Atlas Obscura.
Atlas Obscura.
Obscura. Okay. So how did you guys find out about this place, first of all?
Oh, okay. So we were just talking about this. So about a year ago, there's always been like rumors of this in Pasadena. About a year ago, we were actually doing a big project in the city of Pasadena, and me and someone else came across like Devil's Gate in Dam, and we kind of dug into it, and we realized how awesomely creepy and cool and historic and unknown this place was. And it's believed to be one of the portals to hell. If you look up there, there's a rock formation that is a profile of the devil, apparently. And many years ago, the Native Americans believed that this was a Badlands. This was a place that was very ominous. They wouldn't let their people come this direction. And then in 1920, they built a dam gate as the city of Pasadena was growing. And then throughout the 20th century, magic rituals and black magic with a K was performed here with the belief that they could summon some evil forces.
How do you guys find places here in LA to go explore?
Oh man.
A lot of it's word of mouth. You start talking to people, you find a group of like-minded people and a community of peers who are excited about exploring, and a lot of it really just comes through the people you meet. And and when you're going to other countries and places too, just going to the local bar and starting a conversation. It's really the best way. And the library. Go to the library.
So I guess, what are some of the places here in LA that you would recommend actually looking into?
Well, I was mentioning outside this place called Murphy Ranch. I don't want to misrepresent it because there's maybe some information coming out that's not exactly what it appears to seem. But either way, it's a compound that is in complete disrepair and rubble. It's been legend to believe that it was a Nazi compound built by Nazis in America who wanted to have a place for Hitler, when he took over the United States, for people to stay. And it was also they were convinced the people that built it by this gentleman named Herr Schmid, who they believed had mythical powers. All this stuff is very legend has it type of thing. But yeah, Murphy Ranch at Pacific Palisades is pretty cool. We were talking about Sawdell, which is a store in East Los Angeles that sells items for the Santa Marita, the Voodoo religion, amongst other religions. They have they just have very cool, unique items that are like voodoo dolls and stuff like that.
What has been each of yours' favorite place to go explore?
My favorite place in LA is the observatory at Mount Wilson. In 1908, they built the world's largest telescope at that time. So it was a 60-inch refractor, and George Ellery Hale was the one who was in charge of that. And he also had he was known as the worshipper of the sun, and he was interested in Egyptology, and he brought all of these different folklores to his practice as an astronomer. And modern astronomy was born up there. They discovered that the universe was expanding. It's just an amazing sight to see.
I like cemeteries because you can't get any closer to history than 6 feet below you, right? But there's Evergreen Cemetery here. It was the first official cemetery of Los Angeles. There's Inglewood Cemetery, which is super cool. There's of course Hollywood Forever. There's Hillside. There's a bunch of cemeteries that have, besides just like Hollywood folks, it also has famous athletes, politicians, musicians, all that stuff. And so the cemeteries of Los Angeles I really enjoy.
Is there anybody that like a casual explorer needs to be aware of that they can and can't do?
I would say do your research before you go. When you bring context to the site, it really comes alive in a different way. And I would say just physically and mentally kind of preparing yourself. And then Matt also has some equipment suggestions.
I do. You always have to bring water and food just in case you get trapped somewhere for hours, days, months, years. You never know. I always bring an extra pair of socks because you don't know when you're going to be trekking through water, and the worst thing is to have wet feet. It's very uncomfortable. So I'm serious. I always have a pair of extra socks. Also, like a timepiece, like either a watch or like your phone or something, because once again, you could be someplace where you think for an hour, but really 10 hours have elapsed because you're in some weird vortex. So having a timepiece that actually tells you what exactly time it is always good.
And also notify someone at home when you're going to be coming back, so that if you don't return, someone can come look for your body.
And go in groups too. I mean, it's cool to go by yourself places, but find a buddy, find an exploring buddy.
Okay, thank you very much to both of you.
Sure.